Oops, I was the wrong thing. That went well.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. All right, let's try this again. Last time on Star Trek X Svalinn, the intrepid crew has found a menagerie of various life forms across 7 million rotating habitats in this star system. Hidden within it are Hirogen vessels that have aimed crew hunting parties down to search for a Klingon crew that has gone missing for the past month. Now searching desperately for the remaining Klingon crews, is the Svalinn away team has run into a Hirogen ambush and a prehistoric surprise. So, we were in this map. Less as we left off. You guys had just come through the gate into a prehistoric Earth jungle. The air is hot and humid, and there's various floral smells that you can't quite pin down. You are walking along for about 20 minutes when you find a skeleton and left in the middle of the path. Paja, the Klingon captain you have found, runs over, identifies as the Klingon warrior, and does a grieving scream as her custom. This has alerted a nearby Hirogen and hunting party, which pops out of the bush and opens fire on you. You guys dive into the bushes or take various covering actions. As they are firing, we need more exciting music for this. As they're firing from above the tree line, a Klingon warrior swings on a vine, screaming a battle cry. Batlith is held at the ready. He cleaves one of the Hirogen in half and swings safely to the other side. All right, a second Klingon swings behind him. Same aim posture, going for the largest Hirogen of the group. But this Hirogen, nearly 7 foot tall, stands up and grabs the Klingon mid-swing by his throat, stopping him in mid-swing. The Klingon drops his batleth and the Hirogen and slams him into the ground and fires his rifle twice into his chest. Just as you are about ready to return and fire, you hear a low rumbling step behind you. Boom, boom, boom. It suddenly picks up pace when a giant animal head breaks out from the underbrush.
Don't think I may have just pissed myself.
Quite possibly. A Tyrannosaurus Rex, an actual T-Rex, breaks out of the underbrush, and riding on top of it is a feral-looking Klingon warrior with patchwork armor, and in his hand is a disruptor rifle aimed at the Hirogen.
That's cool.
He's calling out battle cries and looks down upon you. Starfleet! It is good of you to arrive. It is now the player's turn.
I'll go first.
One thing of note, Doctor, or the Klingon who was shot in the chest, as you look out across the way, he is still alive. Somehow, he's still alive, but critically injured. And if you can get over to him, and within 30 seconds, you might be able to save this man's life.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna make a dash over there to try to save this man's life.
Yep.
Let me first do some suppressing fire.
Probably suggested.
Okay, I'm going to, well... Yeah, I'm going to aim and then charge my phase rifle to spread.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for him to be done. I'll be trying to run while he's doing this to save time.
Yep. Basically, he has mechanically he has a set number of rounds before or he starts rolling challenge dice. But we're not sure how long that's going to be. So at the top of the round, I'll be rolling challenge dice to see if he lives or if he doesn't live.
Okay, so I am charging and then take a threat so I could do another minor action in aim.
Okay, charge and aim.
Yeah, charge for spread.
Okay.
And what's the base difficulty?
You are within. Yeah, you're probably within in medium range of them, so base difficulty 2.
Okay, Deadly Marksman reduces that to 1 difficulty.
Yes, it does.
Take 1 more dice. We'll take 1 more threat because I will use the 3rd dice.
Man, he's feeding you like threat like Tic Tacs.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Don't worry, there's a chance that we might get a lot of momentum. We got 1 momentum.
You did get 1 momentum, and that is a hit. And go ahead and roll me that damage. I just realized to close the window with all my ice sheets on it. So. Do you want to spend a momentum to reroll that?
You know what? I'm going to burn my Medal of Honor.
Okay. You have 2 float.
I'll use one of those floats to re-roll those 4 dice.
Okay.
God,
so
no.
6,
No
7,
effects.
8. No effects. I'm assuming you'd be aiming at the big one initially.
Yeah.
The primary, the alpha. So that is 8 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be enough to do an injury, but I'm going to spend 1 threat and avoid that injury.
Ah, he's got tough.
Yes. Okay, and you do have 1 float remaining and another one on the table.
What can I use this 1 momentum for combat that isn't? Re-rolling.
You could spend it on extra damage, probably not advised. You could spend 2 momentum to disarm. We already have a free reroll. Or you can do a 2 for a swift task.
Let's go with swift task.
And what shall that swift task be?
Shoot him again.
Shoot him again. All right. This brings it up to a difficulty of 3, but your Deadeye Marksman brings it down to difficulty of 2.
Yeah. So take a 30 second to activate Deadeye Marksman.
Yep. One threat.
Let me double check.
1 threat to aim.
Yep. Take one more spread.
One more
We'll charge
for
spread.
another minor action.
And I'm going to spend my determination to get plus determination to on the value of better to deal with a problem now than later.
This is definitely a time to be dealing with a problem.
Yep, and now let me roll that one challenge dice.
Yep. Strike 1.
Okay.
But the determination is in play. You have plus 2 successes. Plus 2 more. So that is 2 momentum generated. And that is a hit. Again on the big guy.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and with those effects, I will hit these 2 guys in the back.
Okay, and the effects. Areas. Okay. Yep. So, you get at least 2. Yeah, you get at least use 2 chevrons, so you can hit 2 additional targets. So that is 6 to all of them.
Yes.
All right. So this is. Oof. All right. I forgot about that. Okay. Your shot hits both of them, but it seems to glance off their armor. So they take the damage, but you have not injured them.
Okay, and now Bog can go next with speed because quick to action.
Yep. Bog, it is your turn.
Fantastic. Beat tracks over to this guy to try to save his life.
Yeah, you can use our minor action and to get over there.
Okay.
And to quickly diagnose this guy. Two. I'm spending 2 threats. Reason medicine, difficulty 3, complication 3.
What's the wound from?
A Tetrion rifle to the chest.
Tetrion rifle to the chest.
Ouch, that sounds like that hurt.
And yet somehow he's still somewhat conscious.
That sounds pretty debilitating.
Probably. All right, so all right, well, any chance that a Tetrion rifle is similar to a disruptor bolt?
It's similar, but it has a different effect.
Describe to me how it would be different.
The reason medicine and roll would cover that.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because I have an there it is. I have a milestone. What is it? Where I used something and I gave myself an advantage on treating disruptor blasts.
Oh, okay. So you used a milestone to treat a disruptor blast. Yes, I would allow you to use that milestone. They would be fairly similar injuries.
Okay. All right.
So that gives you a determination point, and to what value?
It's the drive to heal and save lives.
Definitely applicable here.
Okay. So that gives me 2 autos, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead and activate bold. So take a threat.
Okay.
And just check one more thing here. Test. Go ahead and use my Starfleet Surgeon's decoration, which reduces the difficulty of a single medical task by 1.
Yes, that would definitely work.
Okay. All right, so I select this. I'm going to say emergency medicine is a good focus here, probably.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Or xenobiology and biology.
Yep.
And, go. Woo!
Nice. So that is 4, 5, 6 on a difficulty 2. That is 4 momentum. You are topped off on momentum.
Okay.
Yes, this is very similar to a disruptor or blast, but the way the Tetrion interacts with the blood, it actually acts as a anticoagulant, and it also has a very heavy effect on the nervous system. This weapon doesn't necessarily kill outright, it debilitates, which unfortunately means on your end that is going to be that much more difficult to treat.
Right.
This is going to be a bit trickier than just a standard disruptor, because this wasn't going for straight damage. This weapon was designed to inflict wounds, not kill outright.
Oh, okay. So this roll wasn't to treat him. I thought that for some reason I was thinking I was treating him. Okay.
Yeah, this is the triage stage.
Oh, okay. I probably wouldn't have gone so balls out if I went over.
And you do have the ability field medic.
Yeah,
You
I
do have the ability field medic, and you can swift task and patch him up.
Okay, I'm gonna swift task and field medic.
All right.
And so what's to patch him up?
That's gonna be a control medicine. Spending 2 more threat. It's difficulty 4, complication 3, and that will stabilize him. Part of the complication is there's an enemy combatant standing right above you.
Okay.
And most of the difficulty is from just the nature of a Tetrion wound.
Okay. None of it's due to working without the proper tool equipment.
One of it would be without our proper tools, so we could bring that down to 3.
Okay. Okay. So, combat medic, whenever the character attempts to first aid task, they may spend 1 momentum to cause the recipient to gain points of stress equal to the number of the character's medicine discipline. The character may only regain stress in this way once proceeding. What does that mean?
It means instead of stabilize him, if you spend 1 momentum after this task, you can give him back your medicine score is 5. You can give him back 5 stress, and he'll be up back on his feet, and he will be able to fight.
Okay. But I first have to complete this task.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see. Go ahead and do bold again, so I'll give you a thread.
All right.
And I guess that's now. Since I used a value that was already that was from a prior one, can I still use a value now?
Yes, okay. You can. So you basically burned a milestone to get a free determination, and now you can use your regular determination for this episode.
Okay. I'm gonna. I think probably improvisation under pressure would work here, because I'm having to improvise to basically stop the bleeding and get this guy. Do you agree?
And there is definitely pressure with a 7-foot Hirogen and lording over you, so yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, go. Oh, I'm definitely that.
All right. That is.
That's 4. I just
4
barely
hits.
made it.
Yep, you just barely made it. Would you like to spend 1 momentum and to get this man back on his feet?
Yes, because he needs to protect me from this erosion.
Using your elite medical skills, you're able to patch him up, and you get him a
Hit him
shot
with a
up.
hypo.
Yep.
Go get him, killer!
Yep, hypo to the neck. The Klingon's eyes shoot open, and he sits straight up and looks up and you're like, "Oh, I'm in combat. Excellent."
Well, did you do the combat medic ability that you get to heal in 12 wounds equal to your discipline?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I just pulled off.
That's just what we
Quick question.
did. So he is standing up again.
Look at him
Quick
pop up
question.
like a daisy.
Didn't L beam up to the ship?
Yes. So, oh yeah, if we want to do a scene with Elle, we can after this. But players have gone twice, so now it is my turn. Do I want to shoot first? I'm gonna shoot first. This guy is going to take a shot at that Calder. control security, and I will spend a threat for a third die. Alright, that works. Whoops. Okay, that's a miss. And not gonna swift, but these guys do have quick to action, so blue's going to take actually the alpha is going to pull out his kokori and take a swing at the doctor. So this is daring command, and it is opposed. I am spending 3 threat on this.
Don't you mean security?
What's that?
Oh yeah, daring security.
That's what I roll?
Yep, daring security, and it's opposed, so whoever gets the high number wins. I have spent 3 threat, so I'm rolling 4 dice.
Spend
Captain, this might be a good time to give the doctor your determination.
2 metal, or 2 momentum and a threat to get focus. No, I'd have to spend 2 threat.
2 momentum, 1 threat works.
Okay, alright.
Oh wait, 2 momentum the other direction. Okay. And winner takes all. Oh no, we tied.
Succeed at is it going to be a tie, or is he going to succeed at cost? Because if he's going to succeed at cost, I would recommend that Doc do that.
Doc, you may succeed at eat at cost.
What does that mean?
You don't get hit this round, but you won't be able to swing back at him, and it might put you in a compromising position.
If I do that?
Yep. Or we can just let it stand, and basically he swings his blade down, and you are holding him off using your med kit as a shield.
Yeah, I want my action, so I'll just... He put his knife through my med kit. That's gonna piss me off.
Okay. If you take the succeed at cost, you can succeed, and you might be able to get a free kick in.
I can get a free action?
Yeah. When you do melee attacks against each other, if you win, and no matter whose turn it is you get a swing in.
Do we know what the cost for his success is, though?
His medkit it would be ruined.
Can I draw my phaser 1 with the succeeded cost?
For 2 momentum, yes. I'll allow you to use your phaser, or in this combat, in this exchange.
Okay. Then I'm gonna draw my phaser.
Okay.
I'm assuming I can't use it this turn, or at this point, right? I just draw it.
No. Oh, you can use it at this turn. That's what the 2 momentum's for, to kind of represent that. So narratively,
this is Hirogen. This is Hirogen. This is Hirogen.
Yep.
This is my Klingon buddy.
That's your Klingon buddy. The guy with the mask appears to be the alpha, is the tallest and biggest of them.
Okay.
And
he's the one who's tried to attack me, right?
Yep, he pulls out this curved blade and swings down at you. Oh, you instinctively bring your med kit up and block it. The blade cleaves straight through, ruining your med kit. You might be able to salvage it, but there's no time. You stumble back, pull your phaser out, and you're able to fire. All right, him. So
I don't know that I want to stumble back. I want to remain in arm's length here.
Yep, you can remain in arm's length.
Okay. All right.
But you're able to pull your phaser out, and you can go ahead and roll phaser damage.
Let's set it for overload, and then stick it on him.
Okay. Setting a phaser on overload. That's a new one. I'm gonna say, hey, that will generate a threat. Being a threatening action, but yes, you could do that, and it would add. Yeah, there's no rules for this, so it'll be the phaser 1 dice plus 5 challenge dice.
Okay, so what do I do?
2 plus security plus 5, I think.
Yep, 2 plus security plus 5. So, what's your security score?
2.
2. So 2 plus. So you're rolling 9 challenge dice all together. You just put that in the challenge dice box up top. And an exploding phaser probably has intense.
Okay, so that's 9 challenge dice.
Yep.
Okay.
That looks like an injury.
That is an injury, and another injury as you fill out his stress track. As you set the phaser overload, toss it up on him, and it explodes.
I was hoping to maybe get 2 guys beside him too, but
Yep. This would definitely deal area. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so the Alpha, he's down with a lethal injury. Red is down, but just stunned. And blue, one threat at blue is still up, but he's looking rough. And yep, that was their turn, so it's now player's turn.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll just walk up here and slice.
Pose during security.
so my thought behind that was, I suck at shooting, but grenades, you just have to be close. So
It was very effective.
You're lucky these guys have. You're lucky these guys have such thick armor because it absorbs some of the blast from you.
Take a threat.
Okay. I will spend it at
Who
back.
says grenades aren't standard issue?
anybody watch Firefly? Or actually, it's Serenity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, it'd be nice if we had some
nice
grenades.
to have some grenades right about now.
What? Really? I'm not. Okay. Nope. That is one. Okay. Swing, and which tendon are you slicing off?
I don't know, just like as many as I can.
All right, roll that damage.
That is a lot.
Oh, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, and he was already hurt before, so you
Spinal
slash
cord
across.
tendon.
You slash across the chest, bring the pick down into his neck, and dark blue blood starts guzzling out. He goes and falls to the ground as he is now lethally injured.
Sorry, Doc.
Sorry about it.
You're gonna have to treat that one.
Would you like to swift action or keep the initiative?
I will swift task and hold a phaser shot if another Hirogen pops their head out. Because I've got my Yushan in one hand and my Type 2 in the other.
Okay. Hold action for Hirogen to show up.
Yep.
Funny enough.
Also, you pretty much have a free advantage because of your security team.
That's true, yeah.
Yes, would you like to use the security team for anything?
They will make it harder for them to attack the doctor and the wounded Klingon.
Okay.
Effectively the non-combatants.
Yep. Whoops. The security team spreads out across two. Yeah, your security team gets in position and provides cover for the doc and the wounded Klingon. Would you like to keep the initiative? Have someone else go.
Who else can go?
Maldon is still here, and you do have Klingon friendlies that count as allies.
Is Maldon here? I don't see him on the map.
I thought he was on the map. My bad.
He materializes. Hello.
He's hiding in the trees.
Like a ninja.
No, he was doing flying around, scouting out the surrounding area, you know?
You hid behind
Yeah,
that bush very well.
We almost didn't see you. All right, so Maldon still has a turn, and Elle, you can take a control of a Klingon NPC if you would like. But currently there are no enemy combatants that you can see, that you know of. There might be more. Who knows?
Well, I am probably going to have to try to patch these guys up as much as I... Probably want to question it, don't we?
Something like that.
Something. Would you like to keep the initiative, or will it pass to the enemy?
Is there any enemy that's still alive?
Not that
Not
we
that
can
we
see.
know of.
Or to pass to? That isn't choking on their own blood?
It's up to you. Pass or keep?
It's either pass and hold. It's either keep and hold hold an action, or do something else, or let them
Yep.
go.
You could prepare an action. You could set up an advantage. you could take cover, or you could start doing first aid.
Nobody wants to do anything else. I'll go ahead and start first aid.
Going once, going twice. Enemy's turn. As 3 more are Hirogen and appear out of the brush on the other side of the ridge.
One of them's getting shot.
Take your pick.
The one with the token.
The one with the armor. All right. I'm gonna say.
Take a threat.
Yep. Control security diff 2.
I'm gonna be greedy.
Good greed.
Greed is eternal.
All right, 2 momentum generated, and roll that damage. 1, 2, 3,
And
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think I'm gonna re-roll. Actually, I'm just gonna buy piercing.
By piercing. All right.
Yeah, because that's piercing 2, right?
Let me double check. I believe it's piercing 2. Beyond combat.
That should do it.
Oh, charge on hand phasers don't give you piercing. It's area, intense, or vicious.
Okay, then can I do intense on that?
Yep, that works.
I thought we
And-
weren't using hand phasers though. I thought we were using the rifle.
I am,
Oh,
because I'm dual wielding.
Yep, he's dual wielding.
All right.
So he's charging
yeah.
it with intense. That's intense.
Yeah, intense on there.
Like
I'm not sold on 6 taking him down with armor. I'm thinking he has at least 2 resistance, so I'm gonna reroll those 3.
Okay, so 1 momentum to reroll 3.
That's better.
Actually, wait, you could have charged as a minor action, so
Okay.
there we go. 2. That is 3 more damage. That is enough to give him an injury, and he does go down. As he pops his head up, screams menacingly, and just takes a phaser to the face and thuds. Unfortunately, I don't think these guys have. Nope, they don't have quick to action. So we took out the only guy in my turn. It is player's turn again. We have Baldone, or we can have a Klingon go.
Is that the one on the T-Rex go? Unless Maldon wants to go. That is.
Would Baldone like to go?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
go ahead and I'll go. Not really much to shoot at though right now, right?
There are 2 Hirogen in standing, but they don't appear to be in armor. But they do have weapons raised.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and fly up a little bit and take a shot.
Okay, minor action into maneuver or up.
These guys are on top of like a ridge, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
So yeah, I would want.
actually give me a control con difficulty 1,
Okay.
just to go with the minor action.
Roll con. One momentum.
2 momentum because of your old fingers and thumbs.
I'm not using a terminal.
Oh, okay, yeah. So just the 1 momentum, but you're able to fly up. Normally, because of the ridge would be a +1 difficulty, but you managed to cancel that out. So it's just a control security difficulty 2 to shoot these guys.
Okay.
And the 2 of them are within close range to each other. So if you want to do an area attack, you could hit both of them.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Let's do that.
1 momentum for an extra minor to charge for area.
Okay, I'd like to spend 2 threat and 1 momentum to grab 2 extra dice.
2 threat, 1 momentum. Got it?
Rolling.
Nicely done. As you click your rocket boots, it soar or into the trees. You're able to compensate for the height of this ridge, and you can see the 2 Hirogen and sitting in the brush just right there. Take a deep breath, steady your aim, and fire. Go ahead and roll the Type 3 phaser rifle damage.
And where would that be at?
A Type
Should be
3...
4
4.
challenge dice for you. 5. Sorry.
5 challenge
5?
dice total. And we need at least 1 chevron.
I don't know what is going on with my internet right now with my Roll20, but it keeps backing me out of the room and backing me out of like my character sheet. I'm not really sure why.
Would you like me to roll the damage?
Yes, please.
All right. And that is 6 damage altogether, and several chevrons, so you're able to hit both of them. As the phaser rifle snaps out and grazes both of them in the shoulders, and they fall to the ground. You still have quick to action. Would you like a Klingon to go, or would you like to have the turn pass?
Who's being asked this one?
Let's let the one on the T-Rex go. It's free, right?
Yeah, it's still the first round, so it's still quick to action.
T-Rex.
Yeah, let the T-Rex go.
All right. Pretty much. As the T-Rex X is searching around, hit on the Klingon in the back, took some pot shots at the guys at the ridge, leaving an opening for Maldon. Another Hirogen in armor pops out of the works and charges at the a T-Rex to shoot out its underbelly. Very, very dumb move.
These things.
Actually, with all this noise, they would probably be running. But they seem to be sloth-like creatures.
They ain't running very fast then.
Probably not. The T-Rex would like to buy a dice. With momentum. Would the players allow that?
I'm good with it.
Alright. T-Rex buys a dice.
I've never known a T-Rex to use any sort of economy before.
And difficulty 2. You got this, Rex.
Bite his face off. Bite his face off.
Oh no, it misses. Wait. It was oppose. Oh no, the Hirogen and actually gets a swipe in and injures the T-Rex. The T-Rex lumbers down and tries biting at him, but the Hirogen's too quick. Dealing a pitiful 5 damage. It just seems to piss off the T-Rex even more. Actually, that doesn't even break its thick leathery hide. Spending that just to be fair. And it is now this Hirogen's turn. He's in a bad spot. He is going to try to tango with the T-Rex again because that's the most immediate threat. You are silly for this. But the T-Rex is going to spend a threat for a 3rd dice. And the Hirogen's going to spend that right back, so everyone's rolling 3. This is the Hirogen. And this should be the T-Rex. Oh no, they tied. You know what? Whatever. The Hirogen takes a swipe at the Hirogen and takes a wide swipe, and the T-Rex lumbers back, bites down, and just bites the Hirogen in half and starts ripping and tearing it. But as he swipes, he nicks the harness that the Klingon rider is on, and the Klingon rider falls off and takes all of 2 damage as he thuds to the ground. But the T-Rex is very much enjoying its new crunchy snack.
I don't think you're going to heal that one, Doc.
No.
Yeah, there's bits of him probably raining this entire place here. As the T-Rex X takes the final bite, rears his head back, and gives a triumphant roar, or that echoes across the canyon. After a few moments of everyone checking corners, or running around and making sure that everything is covered, the forest slowly slips back into the serene and gentle silence that it was before. Just by, broken up by loud crunching sounds as the T-Rex continues eating. Combat is now over.
I just look at the guy on the T-Rex and just say Klingons and shake my head.
He actually goes over to Upaja and gives her a very large hug, with a sharp bite to the cheek that almost draws blood.
No, he didn't.
Paja, it is good to see you. Ruga, you silly man, what are you doing on top of that beast? Isn't it glorious? He throws his hand back and gestures towards the T-Rex that is finishing up its snack.
Glory to you, giant beast.
I see you brought Starfleet along. And Rugar are gestures to the rest of you. So tell me tell me who is the Starfleet that comes to join us in glorious battle today.
Then the captain probably need to handle that discussion.
Oh, someone can.
Guess I'll speak up. Say we're from the USS Svalinn. We found your ship.
Yes, those Arliss as Pataks lured us to this system and swarmed us with many of their small craft. They did critical damage to our engines and forced us into one of these habitats.
It looks like you've done all right for yourself.
Most of us have. Some of us have made our way to Stovallkor.
Sure, they were glorious deaths.
Many of them were, but we have other tasks to complete, and we also have the ambassador to find.
To find?
The ambassador, Arkut. He was also a great warrior in his day, and has led a hunting party into a trap with the hopes of drawing out their leader. I have not had contact with him for the past 14 hours.
Do we have the scattering field down? Didn't we do that? Didn't Elle do that?
Yep, Elle did that.
So can we find him? The captain.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah, so
you can take him.
We're currently. Do you know how far are we from the ambassador's last location?
I know where he went, but I am not. But I am not sure if he would stay there. But if we were, or to follow his tracks, we might be able to catch up with him. But
I think.
But you've said
Wait,
that you brought down this scattering field.
Yeah, because that's how we were able to contact you.
Yes, but we did not hear from our Vulcan and his team, so they must not be in a position to answer the radios.
True, but with that with the jamming gone, we can now track their communicators.
Very, very well. And Ruga moves over to the wounded Klingon and claps him on the shoulders. I see you stand well in battle, oh my friend. I believe it is you that I have to thank for this, Dr. Human. And he looks at you, Bog. Dr. Boggs?
Step away for a second. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm back. I had stepped away real quick.
Yeah. Rugar has clapped at the Klingon you healed on the shoulders and says, "As you have done well in battle and stand and tall to fight again, thanks to this Dr. Human."
And okay.
And he gestures to you.
And I don't know what to say to that. You're welcome.
I appreciate it. This young man and has many fine battles ahead. Doctor, just
Really,
want
it
to.
wasn't. I'm worried that this guy might be. Klingons are sensitive about healing and stuff like that. I think what I'll say is, it really wasn't that bad of an injury. He really didn't need my help. He was about to get up on his own and start and continuing his fight. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't going to get blood everywhere.
Go ahead and give me a presence. I'll let you do presence medicine in difficulty 1 on this. To use your bedside manner to soften the blow of healing a Klingon.
I'll go ahead and use a momentum for an extra dice. Just to
Okay.
be sure here. What I did.
Just barely got it as you managed to get through the words and kind of soften the blow of how grievous these injuries were, and Ruga and his fellow Klingon nod appreciatively.
And basically just... And I am thinking right, aren't I, GM, that Klingons really don't like the healing arts at all. And it's kind of
reluctantly agree to it in the fact that if they're too injured, they can't and die in glorious battle.
Yeah.
But
So I'm basically just trying to off-play the medical aid that he received, and that he was basically a badass, that I didn't really need my help. That's what I'm.
Yeah. His honor is preserved, thanks to your words.
Yeah.
Trithrock, which one are you field stripping?
All of them.
These.
Last time there was a problem beaming up the armor, so I'm just gonna take it off before I beam him up this time.
Okay. The Alpha and this guy are lethally injured. Doc, would you like to do anything about that? Or
Yeah, I can't interrogate somebody that's dead. So he's got squirting blood out of something. I'll put a finger in it to stop it.
yeah, both of them. One of them squirting blood, the other one and has blast wounds across his body. Let's just do both of them at once. Control medicine difficulty 3. Need to stabilize both of them.
All right, I'm gonna activate bolt.
All right.
Doc, while you're at it, how much of that sedative do you have? Just give them a couple doses so they don't wake up for a while.
Yeah, I can do that. Process this. I'm gonna say maybe field medicine here can help me reduce the difficulty also.
Field medicine, yes.
I did that.
That does reduce it just. That's right. You are able to stabilize both of them. They are probably going to need follow-up surgery up top, but they're not in immediate danger of dying.
Debating. I did activate bold. I could actually roll that 0, but I'm scared to get a complication.
Do it.
What's the worst that can happen?
Be
I don't want him to
greedy.
die.
A complication. We already discussed this.
Yeah, it's just erosion. Well, it's 2 erosion. We've got like
Alright, here we
15
go.
of them in the
Reroll it.
brig.
I mean,
Yeah, we can actually.
Yeah, greed.
Greedy. All right.
I mean, I would agree and let lethal force, because these are hostile forces who will go for the kill.
And Starfleet would recognize that at the Hirogen are coming after you with lethal force. You would be authorized to respond with lethal force, especially
Yes.
if the captain agrees. But
Yep.
Shatrak, how on a scale of 1 to 5, how detailed are you field stripping these guys?
I would like a. Well, here's a question. Can somebody assist me with this? Some of our Klingon friends or somebody?
Yeah. You can have basically a free hit with your security team to get the Klingons involved. You have to do a presence command roll first to talk them into it, and
Okay.
just explain what's going on.
I
Which
would have
you-
sedated all of them so heavily.
Nice.
Yeah,
Presence
yeah. The
command.
2, I would say that 2 you took care of are definitely not getting up anytime soon. For the rest of them, control med difficulty 2 to sedate the rest of the Hirogen here. To create the advantage that they're heavily sedated.
Sorry about that. I was blowing my nose.
Control medicine difficulty 2 to sedate the rest of the Hirogen.
Oh,
And before
still
they
gotta
wake
roll that? Okay.
Yep.
I'll give you a threat tag.
Hey, covering your bases and generating momentum. All right. Maldone, what would you be doing at this time?
Just kind of checking the perimeter, make sure that no one's sneaking up on us.
Okay.
He's flying around in the air like a drone, watching for us.
I'm gonna say insight security difficulty A2 on that. See if you spot anything.
Whew. Okay. Pretty much. You know, I'll go ahead and take a third dice with some momentum.
Third dice with momentum.
Why not? Definitely not my strong suit, though.
Strong enough as you're able to fly around and establish a perimeter, and you don't see signs of any erosion, any metal glints in the underbrush canopy, and the only apex predator seems to be this relatively tamed Tyrannosaurus Rex in the clearing. Now, Shathrak, did you want to get the Klingons to help you field strip these guys?
Yeah. I don't believe I would have a focus here unless I can convince the Klingons using the Uniform Code of Justice.
Wrong uniform.
Well, it's ours, and we're saving them, so I'm trying, okay? I'll give it a go.
I'm going to say it's difficulty 3 because as they're not in your command structure. And also they're kind of not in a normal position to be assisting you, but they could.
Okay. I will buy 1 dice momentum.
All right. And Calder, or you could assist on this if you feel so inclined.
Anti-piracy wouldn't have worked as a focus, would it?
Not for convincing them to help you.
Okay.
Sadly, they are busy tending to themselves else to help you with your Starfleet thing.
Okay, well, I will do it on my own.
But you do have your own security team that could provide an advantage.
Okay, let's go for a diff 4. Now shoot
Diff
for diff
4. Yep.
Take 1 threat. I need 3. Take 2 more threat. Let's have some fun here. Maybe I can get us some momentum. We roll 1 of those. Shut up, T-Rex. I'm working.
That wasn't a T-Rex. That was something else in the forest.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes, you managed to effectively field strip them all. They're hiding weapons in some surprising places, but you managed to confiscate them all and strip them down to it's not exactly their skivvies, but there is like a very airy plain tunic underneath the armor that they wear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. Nothing surprises me anymore. Beam up to the brig.
All right. And with that, they are beamed up to the brig and given the medical attention as needed. So now, where to? Starfleet.
To to the next closest hunting party to bring them back to the ship.
Very well. First, let's see if we can and contact them and perhaps meet them halfway.
Should probably also see if Elle can locate the ambassador.
Didn't we contact all of them to do one specific halfway point?
We did, but this is to kind of like recontact them and say, hey, okay, we're coming to you now. Where's your location so we know where to rendezvous?
Okay.
We could, yep, have the ship control engineering diff 2. Someone on the ship can roll control engineering diff 2 comp 3 assisted by communications engineering. And as the commander has access to the ship, you could direct someone on board to do it.
Yeah, I'll direct left.
All right, activating left.
Control engineering.
Yep. Difficulty 2. Would you like to buy additional dice?
Take a threat for bold.
All right. Nice call. And you're our direct commander. Presence command. Nice. So
that is 3 momentum.
3 momentum on top. Again, you get a audible click, saying that they're receiving your signal, but no voices, and there are some fabric rustling noises. So it sounds like whatever they are, they're still in a stakeout position, but they are hearing you.
Okay, so let's get moving.
All right. What did you want to say to them?
This is Graham Calder of the USS Svalinn. We're here to bring you, well, to rescue you and your crew. I'm here. Please tell us your locations so we can meet you and so we can beam you out.
At first there's no response, and sent to your tricorder of all places, there's a text message that comes out. And text message is sent to the Roll20.
Well, I attend the come and look at Faja and say, what happened? What can you tell me about it?
There is one habitat that is completely underwater, but it has a pedestrian tube going through the center of it. there's no cover and no means of fighting there, so we tend to avoid it.
Okay.
But otherwise, we can't get there directly. You would have to jump through at least one gate to get there. And Paja starts dialing up the sequence. Whenever you're ready.
Dial.
All right. And she dials the gate. The shimmering door opens up, and everyone can walk through.
Chevron 1, locked. Chevron 2, locked. Chevron 3, locked. Connection established.
Well, let's get going.
Yep. And spending 2 threat for reasons. And go down 1 momentum for a new scene, which means everyone's stress resets. As you guys take a moment to breathe and walk into this new situation.
I don't like this place.
Oh, you should not like this place. Slowly stepping through the gate. Oops.
Yeah, so back.
You appear in a very strange and foreign environment, and you are within a bubble of some sorts. It's like a plexiglass dome that's over you and the gate, and it just stretches as above you. And beyond the landscape is pink and purple sand, very strange plant life, you think? And there's a yellow tinge to the air.
This place doesn't look very habitable. Guess we start dialing.
I'll do that, and in case something bad happens, I will contact the left and say on my signal, I'll do a emergency beam out with everyone within.
Funny enough, as you go through the gate, there is some severe sparking and a discharge between the gate and the dais. And Paja runs over. No, don't! And she smacks it really hard.
Oh yeah, left. That signal is now prepare a mass beam out on my location.
There's a static discharge from the gate. I'm having trouble all differentiating your signals. It might clear up in a few minutes, or if you can get away from the gate, I'll have an easier time locking onto you.
Like how far?
20-30 meters, which is about 10 meters outside the bubble.
I'll start doling out triox compound. We're gonna have to step out here. Anything to help get this atmosphere.
Actually, give me a reason science or medicine difficulty E2 to figure out what exactly is weird about this atmosphere.
Reason what? Science or medicine?
Yep.
medicine.
I figured.
I'll spend a minimum.
Where did that down?
What's the difficulty?
It was difficulty 2, and that was a momentum.
Yeah.
All right. The oxygen levels are okay. They're a bit thin, and what's really concerning is that yellowish tinge. And now that you're stepping close to the edge, you take a sniff. This atmosphere has sulfur dioxide in it.
Yeah.
Fairly high amounts.
I don't know that I've got anything that can counter that, but the thing about the triox is it'll allow people to breathe. They won't have to breathe as deep. So hopefully it'll minimize the damage that's being caused by the sulfur compound. But they'll still get enough oxygen to stay, essentially.
Yeah, that would work. For 2 momentum, or you could do a control medicine roll difficulty 2. You can distribute the triox.
Yeah, I'll do a control medicine. Take a threat.
Okay. And gain a moment's bet. As the doctor finds out what's going on in the atmosphere, and you're able to start dosing people up with triox that happen to be in the half of your medicine bag that wasn't shredded.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, part of the reason for
Would
that.
have had a new one beamed down. So we've done out of.
Yeah, I can allow that. You have contact with the ship, you could and have that beam down.
Would transporter enhancers help with the situation?
They would, yes.
Can we have some of those beam down? Because if they can beam down, then I really don't want to go outside the bubble.
Well,
Eeny, meeny, miny. Funny enough, Shathrok. Let's see, what is this? Fitness medicine difficulty 3.
Me?
Yep. You specifically.
Focus in athletics?
Nope. This is not something to do with your physical body.
Take a moment. Yep.
You're searching outside and you see what looks like a Klingon about 30 feet away from the dome, laying on the ground gasping for breath.
Doctor, we have a Klingon over here.
Doc, you look around and you don't see anything. You can't tell what he's pointing at.
where is it?
Right there.
You don't see anything.
Uh-oh.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, I'm not seeing a Klingon. I'm gonna pull out my tricorder and give him a scan. See if I see anything funky going on with him.
Shathrok, you are definitely convinced that if you don't get out there in 30 seconds, this Klingon's gonna die, and you get a sense of dread and a need to take action.
Great, yeah. Why aren't you helping him, Doctor? He doesn't have long left.
I don't see the Klingon you're talking about. Worried
Okay,
you
wait,
might
Ash.
be hallucinating.
He's right there. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Use your tricorder. Don't leave if it's actually there with your tricorder.
Opposed presence command and between Shothrock and Calder.
Okay, I'm going to take a threat GM, so I get bold.
Okay.
I don't believe I have my focus here.
Because of the situation, I'm going to say that I can spend end a threat at so Shothrock can roll 3 dice.
Dang. Yay.
Because I'm rude like that.
I'm re-rolling that 0.
Yep. Nice. All right, that is 4 over. You're full up on 6 momentum, and Calder, you're able to put your hand on the shoulder, and Shothrock, you kind of snap to your senses just a little bit, and you realize you still fully think there's a Klingon out there, but you're like, wait, if I go out there, I'll put myself in danger, and don't rescue someone and put yourself in danger, because that just means. And so you think, okay, now I have to step back and put myself safe before I can and rescue him.
I did also say use your tricorder to actually scan if he has a heartbeat.
You may do that if you wish. That seems like a reasonable course of action.
Sure. What will that roll be?
Reason, medicine, or science. It's gonna be difficulty 3 because reasons.
They are both 1s. So I'll just take medicine. I have no focus here. I'll give you 1 momentum.
Could I use a duet because I'm pretty.
I will allow
I'm
you to
using-
direct this.
Yeah, because how I would have definitely seemed like I'm using direct.
Yep, definitely. You are getting confusing using readings, but you do see a life sign. Would you like to quash that complication, or am I gonna have fun?
Let's watch the comp.
Okay.
All right. You're getting in confusing life sign signatures. Whatever it is a life sign. It is organic. There is something in there, and it is very weak.
Doctor, this isn't making any sense. I'm getting a life sign, but it's weird.
A question.
Why can't you see him? He's right there.
GM,
Yes.
can I see this?
Yes, you can. I forgot about that. But yeah, that's like way off in the distance. It's way farther than what Shothrock appears to be pointing at. But yeah, this is a giant, about humanoid-sized fly that is buzzing around.
Any possibility that things like Ace. My guess. Well, if I was a betting man, I'd guess that thing is. I think could be some form of predator that might be psionic.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and scan my member here that's seeing stuff. See if I see anything that's
Yeah, absolutely.
anything that I can see what's going on.
Reason medicine difficulty 2.
Go and take a threat to activate bolt.
Okay.
And
Nice. Gain 2 momentum. His brain chemistry is definitely off. There's a heightened sense of adrenaline, and there is extra activity in the occipital lobe and the hypothalamus. Long story short, there's some psionics going on.
okay, is there a
So
way
I was a kite.
give him maybe an injection of some kind to help block that?
It's gonna be difficult to do because you're not sure of the source, but there's a possibility. You could whip something
in
else.
his brain. I ought to be able to give him something to normalize the chemicals that are happening in his brain.
Well, the thing is I doubt medication could block the equal equivalent of psionic because those have no physical form because that's the same echelon as like almost telepathic abilities.
There's kind of a blurry line between psionics and neurochemistry, so I will allow it, but it is going to be quite difficult. No, more difficult than that. Diff 4 is what I was going for. I messed up my own task roll.
That's fine.
But in the meantime,
I guess my argument back to you, Calder, would be that, you know, like if I gave him something to put him to sleep, that would end the psionics, you know?
yeah, if you just want to knock him out.
I don't want to do that. I want him to stay up. I want to try to do something that's going to help him resist this, or, you know, minimize the area that's causing the issue here.
Okay.
Essentially.
Yeah. Control medicine, difficulty 4, and increase the complication. So comp 2.
Okay. Quick study. When attempting a task that will involve an unfamiliar medical procedure, which is to treat an unfamiliar species, ignore any difficulty stemming from your unfamiliarity.
I would allow that because even though you are operating on a Dorian, this is involving an effect from a species you're unfamiliar with. So that brings it down to diff 3.
Okay. Did I already tell you spend a threat for bold?
I did not hear that. So
Okay.
pick that up.
Like there's anything else I can do?
You do have 5 momentum on the table.
Yep. Just checking my medals here. I'm going to use my Starfleet citation for conspicuous gallantry here also. And I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 more threat for the 4th dice.
And what does conspicuous gallantry do?
Once per mission, when the character pays for an immediate momentum spend of any kind by adding to threat, they may roll 1A or 1 chevron per point of threat added for each effect rolled. One of the points just added to the threat is removed.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 3 challenge dice for every chevron I don't get a threat.
Get him.
Yep.
It's okay. 4 dice.
you still roll 4 dice, and bold is still in effect.
Wow.
As you knock it out of the park. Stiff 3, so 3 momentum generated. As you're kind of ad-libbing this and thinking, okay, psionics, I need to suppress hallucination, antipsychotic, adjust for enduring physiology. Sure, this will work. Go. And you hypo him, and Shothrak, the vision of the Klingon fades, and instead of a Klingon, you see a dark black mass of vines and goo, roughly in the shape of a Klingon.
That was once a Klingon, but is now.
Possibly, but you do have 2 float remaining. Would you like to use that for anything else, Doctor?
Just an advantage to go ahead and get everybody else inoculated.
Absolutely. Use the advantage. You have enough to inoculate everyone else.
He took the inoculation.
I'm spending.
You know what?
2 threats.
The Kovac.
You know what, Doc? I think you're right.
Vaccine.
It's not a Klingon.
It is not a Klingon, as the massive black vines actually surges, swells, and morphs and stands up into a pseudopod and gives out a psychic scream of rage, and everyone in the bubble gets this feeling of dread, horror, and rage. As
Quick question.
Yes.
Dr. Bog, does the Kovac vaccine require 2 dosage?
No, I wouldn't do something so silly like that. Mine is just once.
As the one that was the Klingon body stands up and surges, rolls, and gurgles over to you and starts slamming against the bubble. Oh, and 3 more appear along the sides and do the same, and there's just these black mass of tentacles and goo just slamming repeatedly against the bubble, trying to get at you.
I suggest we get out of here.
How much longer?
Enough for 1 round of combat. As
Is this like a solid bubble, or how? What is this?
They're plexiglass panels that are set up. They appear to be airtight, but
Not for long.
not for long. As this one is going to, that's gonna be, sure, that makes sense. And that's one of these.
Well, wouldn't they still have to do some form of check to actually break the glass?
That's
I imagine
that is what they're doing. I
Okay.
do have a focus in this.
I mean, I hope that holds, because I imagine this glass was meant to prevent those things from coming in here.
Oh, most likely. As we are now in combat, as this one up top is going to slam against the glass and try to wedge his way in through a crevice. Difficulty 2, and they get it.
Well, wouldn't I be able to go first?
I spent 2 threat to go first. I spent 2 threat to get them and have the jump the gun, as this amorphous blob slams its way into the glass and actually oozes, and little tiny black filaments and filter through tiny cracks in the glass, and it doesn't phase through, it just oozes through a tiny crack in the glass and engulfs itself through the other side, as there's one human-sized blob of black tentacles inside the bubble with you. It is now the player's turn.
I'ma shoot him.
Who's shooting first?
Doesn't matter.
I'll shoot it with my gun.
Control security difficulty 2.
2 momentum to aim and charge for vicious.
Aim and charge for vicious. Good choice.
What's the difficulty?
Div 2. Control security. As you got it. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Ooh, that's enough to injure it.
Let's spend 1 momentum to heal my gambling addiction.
1 momentum for gambling.
That's 11.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend to have it stay up as you fire the phaser rifle into it, and it gives an audible shriek and withdraws and kind of flops into amorphous puddle of black tendrils. Would you like to swift task?
No, I think I will. Instead say to everyone to try and block off any like crease or crack that they could enter in.
Okay.
And I'll throw in the security team's advantage to kind of help it in doing that.
Okay. The security team aim can apply advantage to increase the difficulty for these amoebas to slither into the dome.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And
it's the first round of combat, so you keep for free.
Yep. So who wants to go next?
That's the only one inside, right?
At the moment, but the other ones are definitely making attempts to.
It takes them an action to come inside.
Yes, it does.
You have enough to swift tasks. How does it work if I was to take my turn to hold? Could I then also swift task to hold? How does that work?
You can only hold one action.
Okay. I couldn't swift task after my held action either, could I?
No, you can't.
I mean, you could try and do the same action as the security team.
What's that?
I would allow that. You take your action to help prevent them from getting in, and that would add another difficulty plus 1 momentum to increase the difficulty again.
Okay, yeah, let's do that, and I'll spend momentum.
Okay. No, it's gonna take a roll. It's gonna be control or daring security, difficulty 2.
Okay. Take the threat. Do you have a
it's
focus
gonna be
here? Athletics or hand-to-hand or small arms?
let me check your sheet. But I'm not sure.
Guess it depends how I'm keeping them out.
If you use control, you can use small arms. You use daring, and you could do hand to hand.
Okay, I'll do control, so small arm.
Control small arms. All right.
And then I'll spend that momentum I made on making it harder.
Okay. So it is now +3 difficulty for them to get in, which is rude.
Yeah, and then I can't swift task and hold that, can I?
Now you can swift task in and hold your second action.
Then I will do so.
All right, and what is the action and the trigger?
One makes it in, I'm gonna shoot it.
Sounds good. So it was difficulty 3 before. I'm now looking at difficulty 6. I'm gonna spend 3 momentum as we're gonna try a different tactic. And one more. So spending 3 momentum. All right. I'm gonna be doing a presence security roll against Maldone. I'm using present as in security. You're going to be rolling fitness medicine to resist. As one of these guys is going to try to psionically influence you.
You have
Oh,
consent
bother.
to get all the dice.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need all the dice. Because those are like 2 of my lowest stats.
Determination's also available. I did spend one threat or a third dice. Oh wait, it'll be 2 threat. Because I also spent 3 threat to spend a determination. Believe that I'm spending 3 threat to spend the determination on the value. Believe that I am one of you.
Can I use the focus composure?
Yes.
Okay, well.
Wait, before he rolls that, I have a question.
Yes.
Since I haven't been able to participate much in this, first, well, 2 questions. Now, Don, first, how many dice do you plan on rolling?
At least 4. I was gonna go for 5, maybe.
All right. Second, can I use my medal on his roll for him?
Which medal?
Since I'm the one that doubles the range, the focus range. The only medal I have.
Okay. Yes, I can allow that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. The bond of your friendship is helping through.
Okay.
And how much dice would you like to get, and with what things?
Let's see. In there. 2. 4th threat.
It'd be
That would be if I were to do this
you
as
were to-
efficiently as I could for threat, then it would cost 8 threat.
no, you can only spend a maximum of 6 threat to get 3 extra dice.
Well, no, I'm. Okay, yeah. I don't know why, but I was operating from the assumption that I'd only be rolling 1 dice. I'm not sure why I thought that. Anyway.
Nope. You roll a base of 2.
Yep, I remember. Yeah, we'll go for 6th threat.
6th threat,
And,
leave the momentum.
And isn't that taking the momentum as well? Oh my gosh.
If you
Let me-
take the
let me
momentum,
numbers.
yeah, if you take the momentum, though, I'll kind of cancel out 2 threat. So I only get 4 threat altogether.
Yeah, we'll burn it all up.
All right, sounds good. And he gets a +2 to hit, and sure, I'll spend 3 more our threat to get a 4th dice.
Fine.
And let's roll.
Trying to counter my my metal.
Do you want
Wow.
to do you want to re-roll?
Yeah, let's reroll, please.
On
Let's
what
do that.
value would you like to be determined to get this through?
The worst betrayal is betraying yourself.
Oddly
Don't
fitting,
reroll.
oddly fitting considering what they're going to do.
Yep.
Yes, I'll allow it.
Don't re-roll your 2 there, because that's 2 successes.
Yeah, so just re-roll. Oh, 4 dice.
Oh wait, no, never mind. It's medicine. Never mind. I was thinking the discipline would be a little bit higher score, but he's only got a 1. Fine.
It's fine.
And now it's a time.
4 versus. We're looking at 6 versus 2, or 6 versus 4.
Right quick, getting my focus range doubled. How do we because I'm sure that's not in the roller.
It's not in the roller, so you just have to hover over the mouse, hover over it, and kind of see manually what you get. Which...
Yeah, it does. What hurt is because your medicine's a 1. If it was like a 5, then let's say if your medicine was a 5 right now, you would have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. You would have had 9 successes if your medicine was a 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. But
Yeah, it depends on that score.
I'm going. Unless you have another trick to pull, I'm going to say that the ooze succeeds.
Knock yourself out?
Is this thing jumped at him or something?
No,
It's
this is
using
a
a psionic ability.
It's using a psionic ability.
Even though I protected him from it?
Oh, that would. Yeah, that would increase the difficulty by 2. So, yeah, if they try to push through. So, you are tied. You can succeed at cost. So, you won't get the
Yes,
psionic effect.
absolutely.
Thank you
Please
for
let me
reminding me, Doc.
succeed at cost. I would love to do that.
All right. So, that is. This who's here slams against the glass and is screaming in your mind, but the scream seems pretty distant. Unfortunately, this ability also has vicious, but that's half the dice, so you do take 6 damage.
Ooh!
But you have armor, so that's only 4 damage. As your nose bleeds, but you're staying up. Otherwise, that is all the tricks I have. It's now player's turn. Maldone, or Bog, would you like to
Sorry
do
about
something? Or Elle, would you like to take over Klingon NPC?
I mean, if you got like a roll or two for me to do, that's fine. But I don't want to be too involved in it.
Yeah, this should just be like one round of combat.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. So which one?
Do you want to be Paja or Raruk? Paja's the female, Raruk's the dinosaur rider.
What are they on player side or opposing side?
They're player side. They're allies.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Okay. You can play Raruk then. Definitely melee a focus, but he does have a disruptor on his belt.
All right, so where can I find the sheet?
I'm sending it up now because I have to share it with you.
On guest stars?
Yeah, it'll be there in a second. No, get in the folder. There he is.
There you
Guest
go.
stars.
All right. I like the value.
There he is. And currently there's one undead at amoeboid in the bubble, and there's 3 outside trying to get in.
So this guy already has injuries?
No, nope. All that would be cleaned.
Okay. So, and where is he at? What is it?
It is this guy here.
All right. And what's a bad guy here?
The
Right there?
black dots on the outside.
Oh, okay.
But they're on the other side of the piece of glass. They're trying to get in, and it doesn't seem to be working, but they also have psionic abilities that seem to be getting in.
So they have a way of hitting us. We don't have a way of hitting them. Is that what I'm hearing?
Roughly, yes.
In simplest terms?
In simplest terms.
Okay. All right. And what's the equivalent to a dod?
That would be I would say daring security difficulty 2, and you could do that to increase the difficulty. Actually, be difficulty 1. Daring security difficulty 1, and to set up the advantage that you are dodging.
All right. And since we're going to be dodging, how about focus of resiliences?
Yes.
All right. And you don't need more threat.
All right.
Got the one.
got the one. As you are now out dodging and prepared to take on and prepare to dodge any task or dodge anything that comes your way and causes harm. The dodge. Excellent. Would you like to swift task for 2 threat or keep the initiative for free?
Keep the initiative for free.
All right. And who would like to go? Maldon, or I could take a turn as Paja, as an ally.
Let's go ahead and have Paja go.
Okay. I think she has something in leadership. Yes. As she stands in the middle, sees the psionic stuff going on it, she's going to call out, "Oh, we shall not fall all to these formless pataks. We will make it to fight another glorious battles." And she would like to buy an additional dice to make a rally call.
Do it.
All right, spending a threat for 3rd dice as she does a rally. And generates 4 momentum for you guys. For 2 momentum, we can add that for psychic resistance as your spirit is bolstered and you're able to resist psionic effects.
Yeah.
Excellent. As this Klingon is cheering you on and getting you guys eyes pumped up to go. And
what is that like? +3 to the difficulty.
Yeah, +3 for our psionics. For psionic attacks.
Yeah, so they have a +3 to difficulty trying to get in and a +3 to difficulty of trying to do psionic, so they're kind of stuck.
They are definitely kind of stuck. But not for lack of trying. It is now their turn. I might be able to make this. Difficulty 6, maybe. Slam! Nope. As it slams against the wall again and tries to get out. One player can step in for Bog's turn.
Part of me sounded to just say
Or wait, they're Bog and Maldon still has to go. Because Maldon's only done defensive actions.
So what do you want to do, Maldon?
Cry as my nose bleeds. I hate nosebleeds. Just in real life. No, that's not what I'm gonna do. I don't really know what I can do here.
For 1 threat, I might be able to give you a suggestion.
Does the crew have any suggestions?
Or 1 momentum.
Not really.
right, so 1 momentum or 1 threat or a hint. Well, it's not really a hint.
Yeah,
This is cheating. Which direction?
Let's take it from momentum. I'm tired of you using all this threat.
All right. As you glance about, your nose is bleeding, your head's a little fuzzy. You glance at the console. It has stopped sparking and appears to be roughly operational. You can jump on it and start dialing.
Absolutely.
I'm going
The
to say
console's up. I'm going for it.
Control Con, difficulty 3. I'm going to increase the difficulty because we're in combat, and spending 2 threat to increase the comp. So normally it's 2. Base difficulty 2. It's +1 because this is an unfamiliar language. +1 because you're in combat and you're trying to do this quickly.
Right.
And I spent 2 threat to increase the comp.
1 dice with momentum, a 2nd dice with 2 threat.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's go. Woo.
Nice. That is 6. So 2 momentum generated. As you manage to dial the gate out, the shimmering door appears, and next round everyone can. Actually, we're getting close on time. I'm going to take 1 more round, and as the bad guy, as everyone else runs through. And I'm
It's open. Go, go, go.
Go, 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 go. As I'm going to spend my I3 threat to spend my determination, and I'm going to try to psionically influence the captain. How would you like to, so it's going to be opposed presence security versus is fitness is medicine.
Could I use command?
I will allow it, yes.
Okay, I'm going to spend a momentum.
Okay.
You know what? Take that momentum back. I'm actually gonna spend it. Take a threat because I got bold.
All right, 1 threat. Fortunately, not enough for me because I already spent at the determination. So hit. All right, so I effectively get 1, you get 3, and on top of it, as again this one screams at you and tries to pierce into your mind, but you shrug it off and run through the gate. And next scene. As everyone starts tumbling through the gate, thud, and thud, 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 and thud, and I don't have enough threat to make anything happen. As you appear to be in some sort of of aquarium. There's waters on all sides of you, and this is a nice lengthy tube on either side. And it just seems to go through the length of the habitat, about 3 miles down, and if you manage to look over the edge, you see that the aquarium goes underneath you as well.
Okay, so is there another gate we have to go to meet them, or do you just have to wait here?
You can just wait here, or they should be coming from the other side.
So, I'm no scientist.
I think we should start moving to the other side. The possibility of
I agree.
Something might happen.
I agree.
Okay.
So I'm no scientist, but the fact that this tube, which doesn't house any specimens, is filled with an oxygen nitrogen atmosphere, doesn't that indicate whoever built it, that's what they preferred? Because this tube is only meant for travel of assuming that species, right? There are no animals in here, is it?
Nope. This looks like to be a pedestrian walkway. There are some benches along the side, and there are small holographic signs that show a picture of an animal and a brief alien and paragraph.
I'm gonna assume, I think this is that species' natural environment?
That would be a reasonable assumption.
And, yeah. The benches, are they bipedal benches or something else?
They appear to be bipedal. And since the doctor's not here, one more clue. As he's scanning the atmosphere. Actually, someone can roll the doctor reason medicine difficulty 2. Any player can just pick that sheet up.
Somebody got that?
Cameron, go ahead and roll it.
Sure. What was it? Reason science?
Reason science or reason medicine if 2. Or
Okay,
actually diff 1.
Medicine.
It's diff 1.
That's his
It's
thing.
Yep.
He probably doesn't have focus here, does he?
Sensor operations, or I would accept xenobiology.
Okay. Let's buy him a dice with threat. He's bold.
Okay. Ooh, good catch there. Generate 2 momentum. This is a nitrogen oxygen atmosphere, but oh, I'm looking at the wrong map. There's a trace amount of another gas. Layer, this layer, and this note. There's a trace amount of methylene gas. It's kind of, and it kind of catches his doc by surprise, because it's not often seen. It's a weird allotrope of methane. It's like methane with a crooked shoulder.
Uh-huh.
But in theory, this could be used used in trace amounts for some sort of not direct metabolism, but a sort of like a metabolism additive. So basically, whatever their species built this place would require our methylene gas in their atmosphere in trace amounts. It seems that this specific gas was put here deliberately for whatever species built this thing.
Okay.
Some of the local fishes is come up and are swarming over you. There's crab-like things that are crawling along the top, and in this instance you see a great long serpent-like creatures that are swimming along.
Okay.
Some of them almost 200 meters long.
Oh, more.
I am curious. You said they were holographic consoles?
Yep.
Or
Holographic-
holographic sign? What was it?
Yeah, holographic signage that some of them appear to show a picture of a creature and they have alien text underneath it. The idea being that, this is like a zoo sign. This creature is called this. These are some interesting facts about it.
Is anyone experienced in xenolinguistic or anything like that? What would it be to add that language to the UT and have it start working on it?
That would be a reason science difficulty 3 task has to get the UT on it. Or you could come back at another time and take your time. I'm scanning this. It's up to the captain.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm hearing now.
As you're walking along, Rock seems to be really interested in these holographic signs that are lining the tunnel.
Captain, if we can get the universal translator to start working on this language, it might help us in the future with gates or any other form of the species technology we run into. Especially if we can find their control room or monitoring area or something, whatever.
Our current mission is to get these other Klingon parties back to the ship. We could contact the Ecliptic to see if they could assist us, because they are more equipped to do so.
I see.
Okay. You walk down the corridor for about 20 minutes, and suddenly your comm chirps. This is our Rook. We are under attack and running towards your position. We are coming in hot. And down the corridor, you hear echoing blasts of fire. They're coming towards you.
Okay, so rifles out.
Also, a small scattering field is still in effect. Setting up transport, or not transport inhibitors, transport buffers. Transport enhancers. That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
You have about 1 round for everyone to get ready.
I will advance my movement, take cover behind a bench, and prepare to shoot at some Hirogen or whatever are following them.
Probably Hirogen based on the fire.
I'll follow Soup.
Okay. Both of you go ahead and give me a... There's actually a roll for this. Let me look at this up.
And you said the ship can't beam us out of here, or can?
They can, and but transport enhancers would help. No, that is... I thought it was an action to get cover.
That's a maneuver, I think.
Yep, it's part of a maneuver. The benches will provide 3 dice of cover.
Nice. Suggest we just put the doctor in cover too, I guess. Shot. No, he's not here.
Yep. Everyone is taking cover.
Sounds like it.
All right. Any other actions you would like to do?
We have one before shit hits the fan.
Yep. 1 or 2 more our players can do something.
Am I already aiming?
Yep, you can aim.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna aim and charge for area if I can. Spend the momentum if I need to.
I'll do the same thing. So that's actually 2 momentum spent.
Alright, charge an area, Maldone, what would you like to do in preparation?
Just take some cover somewhere, aim, I suppose. I mean that more as like a, not actually taking the action aim, but just from like a,
Just aim down range?
yeah.
Okay. Captain, and go ahead and, for free, give me, Insight Command difficulty 1. Calder?
Yes.
Give me a quick Insight Command difficulty 1.
Okay. Take a threat.
Alright.
What is this? Roll forward to figure out focuses.
Remembering something, tactics, standard procedure.
Okay, combat tactics.
Combat tactics, yes. Yeah, that would definitely cover it.
So now that's 4 floats.
That's for our floats. Good thing, too, because you don't have to fight all the Hirogen down. If you can call ahead to the Svalinn as soon as the Klingons are in range, and they can beam you out. you just have to tell the Svalinn and hey, get ready for this.
Okay, I'll do that and go into advantages towards to make the speed might go fast.
Sounds good. Yep, as you quickly set up transport enhancers around a square and start laying down and suppressing fire. Players go first.
Okay, I'll go and start by shooting the big guy. I only have an aim hold up, so
It's difficulty 1.
I'm going to spend a momentum.
Okay. Two momentum generated. And roll that damage. 3, 5, 6, 7. And you get some spread on that.
That hits 2 more?
Yep, that hits 2 more. Or everything close. So the guy behind him.
What about... Doesn't that count as close?
Yeah, it'll hit this guy too.
Okay.
That guy just trips over himself. Spending 1 and spending 1 to keep the 2 armored guys up.
Okay, I will spend 2 to swift task and spend a 3rd momentum to aim again.
All right.
Take a GM for a 3rd dice.
1 threat, 3rd dice.
I get
I'm
to re-roll because of my aim.
Yep. That's better. So that was base difficulty a 3, brought down to 2 because of aim and Deadeye. So 2 momentum generated, and roll that damage.
Okay, you gotta spend 1 to re-roll those 4.
Are you sure? Come on, that
Yeah.
wasn't that bad. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough for another injury, and area hits both of them as you fire again, and a wide arc from the rifle shocks both of the Hirogen again, and they both go tumbling down. And
Guess we'll keep.
you'll keep, and I'm going to throw something out here in the interest of time to lay down suppressing fire and allow the Klingons to join you. Shathrak, you can and lead this, and everyone else can assist in a control security difficulty 4 task. And all the players
Is
at
it
the
just the
table.
1 Hirogen left?
There's more behind them. Yeah, I'm basically having you guys simulate laying down covering fire as everyone jumps in and shoots.
I have a question.
Yes.
If, for say, I don't want to leave any Hirogens here, what would that difficulty be to just take them out?
This would effectively cover all of them.
Okay, so this will take them all down?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that works.
Yeah, I'm trying to abridge this combat.
Okay. I'm gonna use a
Acid
value
Lead
here.
and Cauldron, Maldon, and Paja can help. And what is your value?
Never compromise, never surrender, or expect the unexpected. Serving Starfleet is a family tradition. Any of those three?
Never surrender.
Okay. And I will give you 1 threat, and I'll take 1 momentum for a 3rd day.
Okay. And Maldon, you can roll all 1 control security dice if you like.
Yeah. Control.
Sweet. As you guys lay down to the covering fire, these 3 Klingons rush into the transport art zone, and Calder. Go ahead and give me a presence command. Difficulty 3 to call for the transport. Calder?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's fun.
Yep, as the Klingons dive into the square, I need a presence command, difficulty 3. I need to call for the emergency transport.
Take a threat for bold.
Okay.
Oh no, that's control command. I'll legal that.
Okay. Even better. As
That's
you,
one.
as over the din of the firefight, you tap your comm badge and order the beam out. What do you say?
Just seeing how far. Okay, I'll just. Say, prepare a mass beam out of everyone within. Yeah, mass beam out now.
Are all the Hirogen down or about to be?
They will be down at the end of this. All right, mass beam out. As left at the controls. Beams aims everyone out, leaving the ocean world behind.
Can I spend 2 advantage to collect those Hirogen and strip them and put them in jail?
Yep.
I'll do that.
As everyone lands on the transporter pad, the Hirogen are missing, and Left goes, I kind of figured you didn't want the Hirogen and in the pad with you, so put them with the others. And for 2 momentum, you can have your security team strip them down and relieve them of their gear.
Okay. Yep. Done. Done.
L is on the bridge. Everyone is on the pad. As Paja and Rook embrace each other, all the Klingons are hugging each other and bashing each other on the heads in very Klingon fashion. We have made it! We live to fight another day. And L reports from the bridge. Whatever Hirogen signals we see out there, I'm not detecting any more our vessels. As far as the ground forces go, I'm not detecting any Tetra on fire. I think we got them, or at least most of them are contained.
There's still one more group. I'll scan and see if you could find the ambassador's communicator.
Hey, give me 1 second.
Wasn't that who we just rescued in the water world, or no?
Yeah, the ambassador's with you. I don't have a proper token for him.
Oh. So I actually saved everyone, okay.
Yep.
Alright, what do you need?
You can give me reason science and difficulty E3 to scan the system for any more Hirogen signs.
Science looks like we have plenty of momentum to spend.
And that would be difficulty 2.
That's
and now back to
what's the
difficulty 3. It is difficulty 3, brought down to 2, and then spend 2 momentum, bring it back up to 3.
Alright, sensors bring it down 1.
If it did bring it down 1, I spent 2 to counteract, 2 threat to counteract that. So it's still at 3.
Okay. Alright, and I will spend 3 momentum for 2 more dice.
Okay.
Sensor operations focus. And, actually, you know what? I need to spend determination anyways, so let's just start with that. Let's spend determination on science. That's my specialty.
Sounds good.
So that, and then that would mean... give me back the momentum.
Yeah, back to 3 momentum.
3
So-
momentum. So termination spent, that's the first die. Second die would cost 2.
Yep.
So spend 2, that's about 4. And hell, let's just go all out and let's spend the 2 momentum and give you 1 threat.
1 measly threat. Yay.
Yeah.
Alright, yep. Roll 4 dice and you have an automatic 2.
Oh, sorry. Just drop the last one.
Yep, we'll drop the last one. So 3,
So
4,
that's 6.
5, 6. So that is 3 momentum total. For the past hour you've been up here, you've been in scanning the system. There doesn't appear to be any more Hirogen Elgin ships in space, all the ion trails are slowly cooling off, indicating that they haven't been used in a while, and you're not detecting any Tetrion weapons fire on the ground, or any more or energy signatures on the ground. So
What about the ships we disabled? Do we know where they are?
Yep, they're still nearby. They're still disabled.
Ah. Should probably go pick up our friends before they run out of oxygen.
Have beam them in.
Okay, you can beam them in, and last question of the night is, do you wish to bring the ecliptic here, or do you want to cordon this off? Do you want to cordon off this system, say that only the ecliptic could come here, or do you wish civilian scientists to come here and begin exploring?
Let's have the ecliptic come first, and let them deem for civilian safety. I will also go in the list of warnings about one of the systems, well, of the gate with the psionics.
Okay. That could definitely be in the report. Go ahead and give me a presence command difficulty 2, Calder, to put that report together and make sure that Lieutenant Commander Hall can execute them faithfully.
Okay. Take take a threat.
1 threat.
Yeah. Bold. I have Starfleet protocol, the diplomacy, or leadership. I think protocols work here.
Protocols or leadership.
Yep.
Excellent. And with that, you send the message off to Hall, and she...
So that is 1 more success.
Yep. So 1 momentum generated. She receives the orders and is quite excited to see what you found.
But then I tell her the list of warnings: dinosaurs, psionic blob.
She takes very careful notes and goes, okay, we'll be on the lookout for that stuff, but how many habitats did you say? 7 million?
Yes.
There could
And
be
I'll
all sorts of ecologies from across the galaxy, from across time and space. Who knows how long these creatures have been kept here. We can learn so much about the evolution of so many worlds.
I'll also figure the composition of the ionic shielding medicine that Bog made.
Yep. All right. And with that, Paja kind of puts her hands on her hips and says, well, Captain, it seems that my ship is indisposed at the moment. May we be a guest upon our vessel for the time being?
Yeah, if your ship is salvageable, we could bring it to DSC.
I don't believe our ship is salvageable. But
Okay.
we would appreciate a passage to DSE at such time you could bring us there.
Okay. I feel like our travel plan might be having a detours, guys.
Wasn't ESD already kind of overwhelmed with things?
The only
Is there
thing
another
there
space
were
dock we can take them?
not really.
Okay, well,
The Rampart might be able to take them if you want to tell Commander Bradford to do that.
I just remember being told that they were just taking a heck ton of Orion ships, but I don't know how long ago that was.
That was a while ago. But
Okay, never mind then.
Spending 2 threat for things off screen.
Jesus, fit for the Chad.
Are there any other loose ends we want to discuss before we depart the system?
No. I think I'll order Meldon to load up. Wait, so how many prisoners do we have?
A lot.
Yeah, upwards of 30 Hirogen.
And how many people can the passenger variant of the Runabout carry?
40.
Okay, so instead of me going to meet them, I'm just gonna order the Meldon to take the Ericsson to transport them.
Aye, Captain.
Yep, if you can, and transport them to Starbase 27 and kind of hook your way back to meet up with the Svalinn. Because you
I would
are
probably accompany him.
Yeah, that could be a
30
thing.
Hirogen. Yeah.
I mean, with 30, and that means we could have Daiba with 9 other security officers watch them. Nine and plus the rest in the base passenger capacity.
Man, that's fair.
So there'll be like, I think, about 12 security officers guarding them.
There's one problem with that. The passenger module is 40 people, kind of just standing room only or just base seats. It is not designed for long distance travel, and the Ericsson would take at least 4 days to get to DSE from here. However, you could call ahead and say, "Hey, DSE, we have some prisoners here. Could you meet us at these coordinates?" And to have the Starbase 27 send a ship out to meet you halfway.
How far is the Rampart?
Let's look at the Silk Road. The Rampart's down here. You would be on this star system. You could call them and have them turn around and intercept you somewhere along here as you're meeting the convoy.
You mean Meldon and the Runabout?
That could work too.
Yay.
Oh yeah. What's the DS?
That is the USS Ganymede. They are in system to work with a joint Gorn Federation archaeological site. And actually, as you've been busy with this whole situation, and you finally sit down at your desk, and there's a bulletin about it. And that is
the Andromeda.
Nope. This is from, yeah, this is the USS Ganymede from the 10th Fleet.
Is the Ganymede a new ship?
It's a player ship, yes. It's another game. And they just happen to be in the system. Near Cestus.
Okay, so have Maldon yeah, let's meet the Rampart halfway for a prisoner transport and have them meet so that we could.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah, so the plan is to link up with the convoy and go with.
And the Rampart's going to turn around, and Erickson is going to go directly to Rampart and meet at a rendezvous for prisoner exchange.
Yes.
And then afterwards, the Rampart is going to go and take the prisoners to Starbase 27.
You know what? Never mind that, because I might realize something.
Okay.
He seems like the guy who would take all credit of the report, so...
You can forward ahead that, and for a Presence Command difficulty 3, he actually... let's have some fun. Presence as his command opposed between you and Bradford. Both of you can scream over the reports and see who gets credit for the capture. You have an advantage. You have an advantage because you have an actual report.
Okay, I'm going to spend take a threat and spend 2 momentum.
Does he also get an advantage because of all of our reports?
If you guys would like to file reports as well, you can also give a presence plus your relevant department as assistance to back him up and say, no, that was our fault. That's our kill.
I'm pretty sure that they're gonna need a security port for the 30 plus erosion.
Yes, a security port, a medical port because of Bog's new anti-psionic medicine.
Yep.
So Maldon for the DHD.
Yep, Maldon and his knowledge of the DHD.
And L with how he broke through the Hirogen jamming.
Yes, absolutely. So everyone can roll presence plus their relevant department for backing up the commander and say, no, that's our reputation there. Bradford's not going to take this from us. I'm gonna spend my 1 threat and get another dice, and I don't have enough.
Was that Calder's roll?
Yeah, Calder leads, everyone else assists, and unfortunately I can't activate a value because he's going opposed to you. I need threat to activate his value.
So, considering this is a security report about a bunch of prisoners, focus in the Uniform Code of Justice?
Absolutely.
Yay.
Calder, kick us off.
Oops, I thought he already rolled.
And Maldon and L, and I'll roll for the doc.
What are we rolling?
Presence plus your department to file a report backing up the captain's claim that you were the ones responsible for capturing the Hirogen and not Captain and Bradford and the Rampart.
How did the Rampart get involved in this? Sorry, my fault for not being able to pay attention.
No.
I want to ask.
To do a prisoner transport, so we don't go way off course of our planned route. We'll travel route.
We're giving them our trash, but we don't want them to claim this theirs.
What's the difficulty? What's the task? I mean,
It's opposed, but
Yeah, well,
it's opposed as presence for you. Would be present science, and you're assisting. You're assisting the captain by backing up. You're backing up and saying, no. Oh, Starfleet Command, we're the ones who captured the Hirogen. Here's my report. Here's my report. Here's my report backing up Commander Calder and the Svalinn.
Research focus using Starfleet protocols.
Yes.
Also, if someone hasn't used their determination this session, this is a good way to do it. Oh, you're assisting.
One
Never mind.
momentum. Spend one momentum.
No, you're just doing assistance rolls. Just one dice.
Oh, it's just an assistance. Okay.
Yep. Everyone's assisting on the same roll.
Ah.
You kind of get caught up in the details, Els, and forgot to verify your position. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus, so we have 7 hits.
That's tough for you to beat with no threat.
No threat. I can't use my determination, but. Oh no! Oh no!
Wow!
Negative reputation. How does that?
Wow!
Well, I am going to funny Fortnite dance on him.
Pretty much.
Starfleet's gonna
his-
laugh at them.
No, his attempt to stake a claim of, yes, I was partially responsible for capturing these Hirogen backfire horribly as you guys just slam Starfleet's desk and say, no, here's my report, here's my report, here's my report. So he looks like a fool.
Yeah, he is a glorified bus driver.
My report is I can sum up my report in
Captain
2 words.
Calder is one over on the captain of the Rampart. Calder 1, Rampart 0.
My report can be summed up in 2 words. Captain who?
That
Alright,
grudge
so he
really
is-
more.
So how can I sum this up in a trait? Gains the trait, he gains a trait Glory Hog until at such time he can remove that with his reputation. And that will negatively affect his presence command rolls to Starfleet Command.
Habit false reports.
Yep, pretty much. So we'll do a task. We'll do a couple task rolls else next week to set up the interception, and as you guys make your way from the star system, you've been on shift for 16 hours. There's half that time. The last 4 hours is in a jungle, fighting. You have scrapes and bruises all over you. A couple bug bites that you don't even want to question. As Beta Shift gracefully takes over, you guys can go off shift as the Svalinn slips into warp. You have a couple days travel until you intercept the convoy.
Holiday. Somewhere cold.
As Shatrak gets one of the holodecks, what's everyone else doing? Just the one sentence and screen off.
I'm gonna need a holodeck too. I need more practice on my boots. Maybe something like different types of gravity, so I don't have problems like what happened with the other one.
Oh, that could definitely happen. All right, so
Yeah, I want to run all different types of. Now that I have a bead on what a bead on how to just use the boots regularly, I want to start practicing with all different kinds of environmental factors, high wind, different gravities, whatever I can dream up. I want to be running simulations.
That could totally be a thing. As
I don't want to join. Sure.
There's 2 holodecks X on the Svalinn. One's taken by Shathrak, but Maldon, and El could take the second one.
Yeah, I could absolutely share. That's no issue. Heck, we could make a couple of different games of it, even just like, all right, boots versus wings, let's go.
As you guys are drawing up your flying test, Calder, you've probably spent the past couple hours sending reports and giving orders to your squadron. What do you do for the rest of the night? As the episode closes is upon you.
Oh, look at that! It's Scotch o'clock.
In your quarters or in the mess hall?
Quarters.
Okay. As you stretch, you're in your quarters. You're finally out of your uniform. Probably
I sent the cliffhanger.
You probably spend a good.
Yeah, I swapped normal top to vest top uniform.
You're in desktop uniform. You probably spend a good 30 minutes on the sonic shower getting all the grime out of you. And you sit down in your quarters, look out the window as the starfield streams by, pour yourself a glass of scotch, and take a sip, and think about all the wonderful things you've seen throughout the day.
Beep, 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 beep.
And all the things you have yet to do on the Silk Road. And that is where we will end our episode.
So you're not gonna leave the cliffhanger?
No, I just want to do a denouement.